In TAO, timers can be applied at the test level to set time limits in which a test taker has to proceed through an assessment. In the test editor, you can set the time limit for any level of an assessment test, either for the whole test, for a specific test part or section, or even for a single item. In the test runner, the time limit appears as a countdown under the label representing each test element. Let's look at an example of timer usage. To start, a very basic setup would be to limit the duration of the whole test to, let's say, 1 hour. Select the gears at the level of the test, and then in the configuration panel, select time limits. Now set the timer to 1 hour. The test we're working with has 2 parts. Let's say we want to set part 1 for 15 minutes. Now within part 1, let's set the first section timer for 10 minutes, and the limit on the individual items to 10 seconds. You could also set competing timers. For example, you could allow 1 hour for a whole test and at the same time set a limit of 35 minutes for each section. Whichever of these timers ends first will terminate the respective test segment. You may have also noticed the field Late Submission Allowed. If you check this box, responses will be counted as valid even if the timer has already run down. Now let's take a look at the test taker view in TAO Advanced. The timer limits for each segment of the assessment are displayed directly under the navigation label for the test section. Because the timer limit on this item was set to under a minute, in this case 10 seconds, you can see the countdown start once the test taker engages with the item. If a timer runs out, a message is displayed to the test taker and the question cannot be revisited. The test taker is prompted to continue to the next question, which again has a 10-second timer.